Cool. Welcome back. We're doing round 2 for tier 2. We at Spa. Thanks for streaming, Worm. Yeah, all good, Gary. Mr. Kellogg's is here with me tonight, so let's see how it goes. Thanks for the stream, Worm. Hopefully we can put up a good race. Yeah, hope to see some action on track. Gonna see feeling ooh racing again. Yeah, indeed you are.
That's not something I need to hear.
Yeah, last time I was just calling him feelings and all kinds of different names, just not to say, yeah, his name. Jump scare. Why are you scared, Alpha Male? Right, quali.
The Red Bull Gambit coming out first.
Say again?
Red Bull with Gambit coming out first.
Oh, okay, cool, nice. Yo, these onboard cars are so loud.
Yeah, I don't do onboard. I know.
No, good idea.
So Gambit last week's winner. He didn't secure pole though. I rewatched it and I saw that out of tune actually got pole by like half a second.
Yeah.
And obviously, out of tune is not here today, serving a race ban for retiring in the pit lane. So that's unfortunate. I think those two are clearly the best in the field at the moment.
Yeah, he was also caught up in that incident in the start and then fell back quite far. Wasn't really in the race, so I can understand his frustration at the end, retiring. But yeah, rules are rules, unfortunately.
Yeah. Wasn't a mistake of his own, but just the retiring the pit lane was not worth it in the end. It's very early on in the championship, every point still matters very much.
Definitely. It's Jess. There's another voice. Indeed. You are not just hearing things. What's your predictions for Spa GP this weekend? Honestly, I have no idea.
It's going to be a Mercedes 1-2. I think they're bringing quite a big package for the weekend.
I mean, they're already flying, so...
Yeah, and then Ferrari is still going to be there.
I think Alpha Male is a Ferrari fanboy, so you'll be happy to hear that. Oh, the ones in my head doesn't achieve that octave. Yeah. This is the lowest you can go with voices.
Gambit a bit on the grass there in the entry of Jackie X.
Seems to be managing his battery alright.
Won't really have enough for the second half of the last straight here. He has left his deployment late though, just so he can keep up his minimum speed.
One 46.5. Okay.
46.5 is pretty good time to start off with. Name Jeff 47.1, Diego 47.9. Each person that comes over the line actually is going slower and slower than the other.
Hmm.
There we go, Ronaldo going faster than PJ Oscar.
I think this is Warak's also someone new joining. He's a reserve, but I think it's his first time on track in season 12. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. Nemesis getting close to Gambit.
46.6 is a very good time.
Mr. Feelings crosses the line as well on a 46.7. Mr. Uwu goes Freak. So getting close to the 46s. Warak doing nothing. I struggle to see who's actually on a hot lap. Not sure if there's an easy way to know.
In my experience, I just keep tapping through each name and looking.
Okay.
But I do believe everyone in the top 17 has set their actual provisional lap times. Buddhism and Smurfs have to still set lap times for themselves. Leaving it very late, I struggle to see them getting 3 runs in. I think they'll only be doing 2 for the race.
Yeah. I did see Warak also go out, but then just went back to the pits. I'm not sure why.
I did go into Warrak, and I think he made a mistake somewhere in his lap.
Okay.
And he aborted.
Okay.
So the top 5 as is Gambit, Nemesis, Feeling You, Ghost Freak, and Mange Jeff. Top 3 much closer than I was expecting them to be.
Yeah. I was expecting Gambit to run away with it after I saw that lap,
Yeah.
and then everyone just 47, 47, 47. But yeah. Quite
At
close.
times, actually not as fast as I was expecting from these guys. But obviously they still have 2 runs left in them, they can definitely bring it down.
Luckily, no rain.
Yeah, thankfully.
I'm just busy following Spoot around. I think it's his first lap, so. Been on the grass there.
very close to track limits on the bus stop.
Luckily not invalidated. Goes up to P15. Okay. What else do we have out there?
Who doesn't know it?
Yeah.
Going through one at the moment. I believe I saw he did a 31.8 in the first sector.
Oopsie.
Ooh.
And I think that's an invalidation now.
Yeah, that's invalidated.
That sucks. He only has like 7-8 minutes left. Put in a good time and he doesn't have a banker lap in. Just gonna have to get on with it.
Gambit has just started another flying lap.
I think it's worth watching him. Let's see what he does. See Mr. Warax also on his lap. I'm interested to see where he ends.
Nemesis is the car in front of Gambit, he's also in his flying lap.
Yeah, cool.
Nemesis is 3/10 up on his time.
That's good, that's good.
And he's left a lot more battery for the last sector compared to Gambit.
Okay, cool, let's watch him. Last corner. Oh, nice.
Nemesis jumps to P1 with 46.2. That was an impressive time.
Gambit spits and bolts the lap.
Surge has jumped up to P4 with 46.8.
Seeming out of nowhere. That's cool. Top 4 quite close. Top 5, top 6 actually. Top 7. Following name's Jeff around. Maybe he can also get into the 46s. But it does look like he's... Oh yeah, you're right. I just saw his time and I was like, oh wait, he's like almost a second up. Or down, not up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ronaldo in P13 is on a flying lap at the moment. He was half a second up on himself in the first sector. But he's used a lot of his battery in the second sector, leaving absolutely nothing for the third.
No, that battery's dying. Going into the straight with 8%.
He's gonna struggle to even just get up to 8th gear here. Yeah, it does not make it to 8th gear with that low battery. Let's see where this puts him.
Well, it does improve.
49.
Right behind his teammate.
gained 4/10 just in the last sector alone on himself.
Not bad at all. Quick fall flying up the hill.
Dumping this battery all the way down to 6%. Yeah. But he's 2/10 up on himself.
So Nemesis currently holding provisional pole. I wonder if anyone getting to the 145s with the last runs. They are quite close.
I have a feeling that Nemesis is going to be pole with that time.
Okay.
I think a 46.2 is quite impressive.
I'm gonna put my money on Gambit and see if he can do anything about that.
Quickfall losing a lot of time in the second sector, but he has saved up enough battery for the last.
Buddha is trying to put in a lap again. Doesn't have any time on the board yet.
Wide from Quickfall in the bus stop. So jumps up to P8 though, impressive.
Okay. Decent.
Feeling ill on a lap, but to finish off the first sector.
Buddha more jumped into P5 from the bottom with the first time. That's good.
Just with a single lap, he's done that already. The fight still seems to be only realistically with the top two at the moment.
Yeah.
Feeling is up on his lap by around 2/10, but I just don't know if that's going to be enough. Especially if they aren't saving enough in the second sector.
Warrior is also out of position here in 16th. Maybe he surprises us at the end.
I would love to see Warrior surprise us at the end.
Yeah.
You'll know from the last race that I'm definitely supporting Warrior for this season.
Yeah. That no Warrior.
Feeling ill about to finish off their lap. They were half a second up on themselves through the first two sectors. This might be pole. Oh, just barely
P2.
ahead of Gambit.
Gambit currently 1/10 up.
Make that 3/10 up on himself.
Oh wow.
I think Gambit might be getting a very, very distant tow ahead from, I believe, a Haas. Yeah, the Haas that comes into the pit now.
Oh, does improve.
Does improve, only P2s though. And Nemesis still has to set another lap. Although I think they will be fine with the 46.2 they have now.
Yeah, it looks like he has this one. Osman, hi all. Hi Osman, how are you doing? There you go. Jeez lads, this quality is tough. Yeah, it's a long lap.
Long lap, not many opportunities to recharge the battery.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know, to be honest. I probably need to find out before tomorrow.
I would definitely recommend so.
Hopefully I can not do a P14 again.
And just through the bus stop chicane, exiting, about to finish off his lap. Will there be an improvement? Or just barely misses out on improving on his lap time. Warrior crossing over the line now? P15. My warrior bias isn't helping.
Maybe he'll surprise us in the race. He always has good consistency and some decent strats. So, right. So Nemesis takes pole. Gambit P2 feeling P3. Names Jeff P4. Saz P5. And then, yeah.
Rosemiro getting 6th from only a single lap. I mean,
That's impressive. Definitely good lap. I think Warrior's a bit out of his usual spot here, like out of
yeah,
position.
I was really expecting Warrior to get a top 10 qualifying today.
Yeah, definitely. Wonder what happened there. Kind of tempted to go pop into his stream and see what happened, but I'll not do that. I'll go check it out tomorrow. Right, so this will be a 5-minute break again until the race starts, and then we will kick off with the formation lap.
But yeah, so very difficult qualifying session around the track. So many long straights, you don't get a lot of opportunities to actually recharge the battery. Like I told you before, like I already put 10 hours just trying to figure out just qualifying alone.
Mm.
I mean, it's helped me. I've set a lap time of, I think, a 44.5.
Okay.
Which I have no clue if that's going to be any good for my league race this weekend.
It sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, but those international guys, they make you look like you're nothing.
Well, at least you know you did with the practice in and giving it a fair shot. It feels kind of silly rocking up to race day with no practice and just, yeah, getting destroyed.
Yeah, but then I also rock up with multiple hours of practice and then get destroyed anyway.
Yeah, emotional damage. Yeah, I don't know which one is worse. Practicing a lot and getting destroyed, or getting destroyed due to lack of practice. Both suck.
And they both make me want to quit league racing.
Yeah, does happen. But then next week you're just back practicing and just going again.
It's all about just trying to find that mental reset.
Last season I had so much bad luck. There was a few times that I thought I won't be back this season. But I mean,
Like Hungary.
if you base your I don't know what you call it. You can't go with a mindset of, oh, I'll just have bad luck. You just need to reset every time and give it your all again. Both sucks. Yeah, Diego,
Both very much sucks. Yeah.
you're right. Right. Okay, so we're going in 1 minute. Hopefully you guys survive T1 tonight.
We do not want a repeat of 2012.
Or a repeat of last week's corner 3 on Australia in tier 2.
Yeah, that was like a... Well, that was like 10 cars involved in that one.
Yeah, that was a massive kerfuffle.
And thankfully it all happened behind Gambit and he could just leave.
Yeah, he made that move at the start at like the perfect time, because if he didn't do that, he would have been stuck in there as well. You know, the pulse out of tune also got heavily involved in that crash and almost took him right to the back. Which really sucks.
Tune was definitely the biggest victim of the Australian weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, underway for the formation lap. We have a couple of cars that seem to be a bit confused on how formation laps work.
I like how Diego's racing, but he's just chatting in chat like he has 4 sets of hands or something.
Diego, please do not text and drive. It is illegal for a reason.
Rather drink and drive. Water.
Water, yes. Especially that it comes in a glass bottle.
Yeah. Strategies. What do you do on Spa? I'm not really clued up.
Strategy, you're really just gonna do a medium to hard.
Okay.
Anything else doesn't really work. You can start on the hards, but considering the lack of grip, it just isn't really the biggest or best option.
Okay.
I do see many people in the field are starting on hards, and actually, Leaded Sky or Leaded Sky and P20 is starting on the soft tires. The top three though are on the mediums.
Maybe Leaded Sky is hoping for corner 3 repeat, so he can make use of that tires and just ditch him when a safety car comes out. But that's a bit of a gamble.
But, no, starting on the softs isn't the worst idea. The hard tires last eternity around here. I think they can go easily 18 laps, which is basically your entire race.
Yeah.
So start on the softs, do 4 or 5 laps, and then get onto those hards. And then the undercut around here I think is close to 1.3 seconds a lap.
Okay, so it is actually not a crazy idea.
Yeah, but that's why it's still a bit of an issue to go onto the hard tires to begin with, because those guys on mediums, when they box 3-4 laps before you onto fresh hards, they're going to be that much faster than you. And you're not really going to make up that deficit on the medium tires once you pit. Quick 4 has been disqualified.
Oh no.
Wonder if he just went a bit too far over his quick box. Gambit just right on the edge of his, and Nemesis is quite a bit back.
Alright, here we go.
Lights out. Let's see if Gambit can do anything.
Oh, into the wall there at the back.
Spin at the back. Who was that? That was Zanas. Caution, Zanas and
Oh, people off the track as well.
Gambit is taking the lead already from Nemesis. Nemesis is trying to fight him up through a rouge. Feeling Ew just got him past Nemesis and wow at the top. They are side by side going down the Kendall straight. And Gambit is running very low in his battery at the moment. They're still side by side through the chicane.
Oh, and I touched. Oh no.
Big hits. That was not good. That is dropped. Nemesis down all the way to the back of the grid now.
Oh no.
I expect a very quick investigation into that after the race.
Yeah, definitely. That's another pole sitter just dropping straight to the back on the first lap. And Gambit just takes it and runs away again.
I believe we can then determine that starting on pole is a curse in LSA.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Gambit running away. Well, not running away, but having the lead. Name's Jeff, actually, at P3.
Owen's been given a drive-through penalty, and Zanos is a 10-second penalty. I wonder if Owen maybe reacted faster than the lights and went to the back of Zanos or something.
I wish we had replays on here, so we can actually go see what happened.
Okay, after the first lap, Gambit feeling you in name shift on the top 3 all up 1 position. Daddy Curdy is up 4 positions from P8. So's stayed in P5 throughout all of this. Vision has made up 8 positions into P6. And feeling you has just made it past for the lead as well. Wow.
We had a car on the wall as well on the last corner. I couldn't see exactly who it was, but there was another spin.
Might have been PG Oscar as he's lost 7 positions. I'm pretty sure I did see him falling down the grid. Well, every time I look at these top guys, they just change positions.
Serving his penalty in the pits now. Sana's getting a new front wing.
I'm very interested to see what happened to those bottom 2 guys and what's happened in the beginning of the race. Anyway, Gambit and Feeling Ew are 2 seconds in front of Name Chef. They're just miles faster than the hard runners.
Yeah, that's only the first 2 laps. Pretty built out gap. Oh,
position. They just
Feelings took the lead.
Interestingly though, Gambit has double the battery of Feeling, so he's playing the long game here. He's sitting at 100% battery. He will be perfect for the next lap. He can push as hard as he wants.
Oh yeah, I see he's sitting on 100. Well, Feeling is above 80%, so it's not like he has nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, that's the one thing though. Just with these batteries, you can just get half the battery back in 2 turns. And you could use it all within 2 seconds. Let it Sky into the pits now. I wonder what happened with his race. Started on the soft tires, but it was 7 seconds off the back of Diego. In the pit lane now, oh, Gambit pushing Feeling off the track. That's not going to be very good for Feeling. He's not going to be very happy with that from Gambit.
Thought he was gonna go on the inside there for a second. Glad he didn't. Teddy Kerry sneaked up to 3rd again. Last week he was also... I didn't cover him much, and then all of a sudden I saw he was in the top 3, and he's just done it again. He moved up 5 positions.
Yeah, made up 4 positions. Been very impressive in this race. But that's also just the power of the medium tires versus the hard tires. He just has that much extra grip throughout the entirety of the lap.
Yeah.
But these top 2 have absolutely checked out. I mean, 3 seconds ahead.
You know, they're basically gaining a second a lap. Not gaining, words. What's it called? Increasing the lead by a second per lap.
Yeah. So a bit of unfortunate timing for Daddy Kennedy. I mean, he would want to get up to these guys as quickly as he can, but around lap 4 or 5 is the time the hard tires start to become better than the medium tires. So I believe he will be stuck with named Jeff for the rest of his race. Which will be another change of position for the lead of the race.
Again.
Not. No feeling he was actually staying behind this time after the camel shred. He has a lot of battery, and I would have expected him to go for it. Especially when he has the overtake mode.
Maybe he's saving it for the backstroke, I'm not sure.
Vision is losing positions at the moment. He just lost 3 or 4 positions.
If Chef just took that Gary. So I'll put name's Chef into P3 for now.
Nemesis has clawed his way back up to P15.
Warrior is still stuck in P16.
Nemesis. Warrior, please. Warrior did start on the hard tires though, so he'll be going till very late in the race.
Not when he's cutting grass like that.
And it's what was happening there? What was that one? Okay, that was confusing. I think the best course for Nemesis here is to box early, maybe lap 7. Go to those hard tires, try to get undercuts as many people as you can. Top 2 going side by side up for Rouge. Nope, Gambit just backs out before.
Yeah, Nemesis is on the mediums.
Yeah, he's on the same mediums that he started with.
Okay.
So he didn't get any damage. Gambit's making a move up the inside down the camel straight into Lake 1. Is he gonna push him off track again?
I think he did that himself, had a bit of a drift.
I believe that was feeling you making a bit of a mistake there, maybe locking up the rear tires a bit.
Ooh, Name Chef is catching up with these two fighting.
These two are costing each other a lot of time. I think last lap they costed each other about a second to Name Chef. Especially now with the hard tires, I think officially being on equal footing to the mediums, maybe even being better in the mechanical grip. Name Chef will definitely pit his nose into this fight very soon.
Name Chef also built quite a gap to Daddy Gary already, like 3 seconds ahead of him. So the top 3 seems to be pulling away.
I wonder if he's maybe made a mistake. To drop 3 seconds off is that's a lot of time to be dropping off so quickly.
Because he did show pace, getting up 5 positions so quickly. So it doesn't make sense that he's that far back now. Maybe something did happen, which we missed.
Name Chef has just missed out on getting the overtake mode in the top 2. And then he is right there. You're has 10% more battery, 20% more battery than Gambit. Using it quite late down the Campbell straight. I think he's just fine to stay behind Gambit for now. Just use him as a tow and just get them through this early stint quickly as they can do. As Quickfall makes it past Daddy Kelly, I think for P4 now.
Oh, Daddy Gary losing those positions he made up. Only up 3 now, compared to the 5 he had earlier. Quickfall making some good moves. Up 5 positions. Feelings and Gambas just constantly at it.
It's an entertaining fight to watch, at least.
And soon, Namechef's gonna come join the action, so we'll have a three-way fight for the lead.
Namechef just doesn't seem to have the pace advantage in the second half of the second sector.
Yeah.
But he's absolutely dumping his battery now just to keep up with these guys, and he will be getting overtake for the next lap.
Overtake mode drains your battery so quickly.
It also recharges it much faster as well.
Oh, do you? I never saw that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I mean, it charges it by, I think, I can't remember, half a megawatt. And, ooh, Namechef almost taking out Steam. Ew. Holy.
That was very close.
I'm pretty sure Gambit would have been very happy to see that happen, but not today. They were side by side down the camel straight again, feeling you just that tiny bit behind, maybe a bit too behind.
Ooh.
And he absolutely sends it on Gambit. It's a bit of contact, but just wheel on wheel.
Yeah, luckily.
And he sends it back down the inside of feeling, he is not letting him have this position for free.
Namechef just lurking. Oh, behind. What happened there? And he gets through. And he's in first place.
Namechef is leading the race?
Hello?
Oh, and he goes, why? What is going on?
And he's back to P3. Was fun while it lasted.
Interesting. There was more contact between these three than I see in bumper cars. Thankfully, it doesn't seem that anyone has damage. So they just keep racing as it goes on. I haven't been able to watch anyone else in the field, just these top three are just so interesting.
There goes Jeff again.
As Jeff gets past the both of them in a 2015 Max Verstappen style, going around the outside of Blanchemans. Wow. And we didn't even realize, Quickfall RSA is now with them in their overtake. The fight for the win is between 4 people now.
Insane.
And if these top 3 keep fighting the way they do, Daddy Caddy's gonna be back into it. As Warak just rewarded himself a 3-second penalty. He is down in P17 though. Namechef has 0 battery left. Absolutely nothing. It'll be an easy move for feeling ill. Gambit, is he gonna go for the move? He has a little look, but just not close enough.
We have a spin somewhere.
A spin from Hughes into the chicane. I think he just dropped down the 7th position. That's not good. Side by side now PG Oscar. There's a little long right hander. As far as all dirty those, I expect PG Oscar to get past too though. Yeah, that's past.
Yeah. Warrior's still down in P15. Fighting with Nemesis. I expected both of them to climb up quite quickly.
I think when it comes to Nemesis, he has just been thrown off very early from the race. He might not be racing a very good mental state at the moment.
And I think these two guys might be costing each other time as well, because it's two quick guys fighting at the back of the pack. And I think it might hinder them moving forwards.
Gambit has just come into the pit lane. He's going for the... he is very slow into the pit lane though.
Lap 9 pit
He's a bit
full.
too cautious coming into the pit lane, trying to avoid a 10-second penalty.
Oh, he had wing damage. Oh, he put on a new wing. So you say these halls will go to the end of the race?
These halls will easily make it to the end of the race.
Okay.
And they'll have good pace from here on now on. Name Jeff has opened up a 1.6 second gap to Feeling Ill. And it just keeps on growing by each turn. I think Feeling's tires are just completely done for now.
Yeah, because he's still in the mediums.
Yeah, Feeling Ill is sliding around many of these turns. I think his rear end tires might be overheating, maybe just degraded too far. He has no grip left.
Oh no. Gambit passing Warrack. Seems like it was hit and went off track.
Oh, that's not good. He's already struggling with his race so far. Feeling you've just been given a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh no, that's so unnecessary.
I criticized Gambit for taking the pit entry too slow and not Feeling you just went over by 10 kilometers an hour.
In that instance, I'd rather take too slow, because the 10-second penalty is harsh.
Yeah, I mean, this could have just completely ruined his race from now on.
Yeah.
The only thing that's saving him from beating Gambit today is the fact that Gambit had to change his front wing as well. But Feeling you is gonna have to take this as a post-race penalty. Yo, so much happened in this race.
Yeah.
Yeah, Name Chef's leading by almost 8 seconds to Souls, and then another second down to Ghost Free. The two house cars are next to each other. They've been next to each other the entire race. Oh, is there a spin at the bus stop here? I think that is for Zonos.
Yeah. 10 seconds is gonna make it hard. Yeah, indeed. That's gonna make it really hard. It's chess, not me crashing into everything trying to watch the stream and play Forza. Oh no. Well, you can always restart the races in Forza, so it's fine.
But it's fine, these guys are crashing just as much as you are, apparently.
Indeed. Well, so far this is working out quite nicely for Name's Jeff. Gambit's coming through the pack quite quickly though. But he should not be crashing while doing it.
On the back of Daddy Harry at the moment, but his car is actually a lap older than the Mercedes. But this is Gambit we're talking about, but he's basically Max Verstappen.
I think it must have been that wing change of his that put him behind Gary.
Yeah. I mean, Feeling you is, I think, 6-ish seconds ahead of the two of them at the moment. But obviously Feeling you does still have a 10-second penalty, so won't be helping him too much.
Doing road discovery, luckily. I guess you're just busy with some deforestation and crashing into traffic. That's fine.
I also want to point out that the Ferrari at VDK is up 12 positions. He hasn't picked yet, and he is on the hard tires, but he's actually not that far off of his teammate.
No, that's really good.
Considering the position he started in. Harry and Gambit are on the back of the Warrior. They should make easy work of him. Warrior still on the original hard tires he started the race with.
Yeah. I think they're gonna pass him quick, unfortunately. If you're a Warrior fan, you should be crying right now.
I am crying.
On the inside. I'm quickly checking penalties. Purisamur 3 seconds, Feeling Iwe 10 seconds, Diego 3 seconds, Warak 3 seconds, and Ohm 3 seconds.
I don't think the 3-second penalty is really affecting Ohm's mental health at the moment.
Yeah, but that 10 second for Feelings, it's not an easy one to come back from.
Feelings gonna have to hope that Dadikeri and Gambit fight quite hard here until the end of the race to try and maybe open up somewhat of a gap. But then again, 10 seconds that's a lot of time to try and make up on people. Especially when those people are also really fast. We haven't really mentioned Quickfire too much, but he's actually right behind Feeling Ear. And he's also done his pit stop.
Okay, oh no.
Oh, Dadikeri makes contact with Gambit today in the chicane at the end of Sector 2. Nothing Gambit is really pleased with himself that he has to be so far behind his main competitors at the moment. As Sos comes into the pit lane now as well.
Oh, for his first stop, right? Yeah.
For his first stop onto the medium set of tires.
Do you think that's a bit early, or is that about right?
It's about right.
Okay.
I would prefer to be on named chef strategy to hit at the end of lap 13, maybe end of lap 14.
Okay. We have a few guys still to pit.
Yeah, the top 3 still need to pit. Bonus and Murder needs to pit. PG Oscar has to pit, and so does Warrior. Those are your last people that still need to make it into the pit then. The yellow flag at the beginning of Sector 2, I wonder who that was for.
Looks like it sorted itself out with something quick.
Maybe just a quick excursion into the gravel to see the equality.
Yeah. See if it's beachable.
Oh, I believe the yellow flag is Ohm getting the lap. He's just slowing himself down and causing yellow flags.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool.
Jamba doing another lap, so he's thinking the same as me is to leave it to the end of lap 14, go into those medium tires. I wonder if Ghost Freak and his teammate will copy him. Ghost Freak copies him. And VDK also staying out on the lap. But he has Feeling Eel right behind him, so... Mood is into the pit lane now. Taking it very cautiously.
Feelings now he has this 10-second looming over him, so he's trying to get back in front as soon as he can.
Yeah, but unfortunately for him, he's stuck behind the Ferrari at the moment. Not going to be costing him too much time, but even a couple of tenths is going to mean a lot.
If they are busy with some teamwork, that's working out nicely for Jeff. Just slowing him down a little bit.
Not much you can do though. Against fresh hard tires. I wonder if the Ferrari pair are going to be boxing in the same lap. They have the time to do so. There is a 12-second gap between the two of them.
Yeah, that should be more than enough. But this game, it can be quite weird with double stacking. Like, even if your teammate's already out the box, it can just pause you for no reason.
Yeah, it's something that they will just not fix.
Yeah.
Let's hope for 2027.
I think we've been saying that since like 2017, but yeah. Next year.
But I did see at the Goodwood Festival, as Nate just comes to the box.
Okay.
At Goodwood, the EA audio designers and audio recorders were there recording many of the old F1 cars.
Oh.
And the Vengeance stuff. So you might be getting the old stuff as well back. And Warriors have been given like a 3-second back.
Oh no, Warrior, you're making us sad.
Feeling you is now leading the race. Still the 10 second penalty, which is just gonna make him quite sad. Quickfall's ahead of names, Jeff. What happened in the pit stop? The name Jeff had to replace the front wing?
It didn't look like it.
That's strange.
Maybe just put in a massive lap or something. No, wait, they put it at the same lap.
They did, the same lap.
Okay.
At the same time. I wonder what happened between the two of them. That was very strange. No, Quickfall was on 5 lap out of the cars.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, I think I'm getting really confused at the moment. Okay, no, so Quickfall pitted a while ago.
Oh, yeah, he did.
The same lap as Feeling You.
I was also watching the pit window, and then I didn't see the tire age.
Okay, so I'm understand now.
Oh, that was close.
Ooh, Nate Chef making quick work of Quickfall. He's going to be very fast into the end of this race. Quickfall should be doing his absolute best though to fight for this. I mean, this is technically the lead of the race between the 3 of these guys now.
Currently between feelings going into the pits too fast and getting the penalty, and Gambit going in too slowly and replacing a wing, it seems that feeling is currently doing better. Like he's almost, it's possible to build up that 10-second to Name's Chef, it seems like. So I wonder, because apparently then it's better to get a 10-second penalty than to be too slow into the pits. But Name's Chef is catching.
You try to take the pit entry slow and still get a 10-second penalty.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's definitely the worst.
So many times. But yeah, Name Chef is definitely catching. Maybe for Name Chef, it's more important for him to win on track rather to win from a penalty. I understand the feeling that also much rather cross the line in first place than just inherit it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's no way feelings can hold Name Chef back on that fresh mediums with these 6-lap cards.
The best thing for feeling now is if Name Chef does get to the back of him, just let him through and try to use Name Chef as a bit of a way just to keep yourself up there, just with the overtake mode. Try to open up a gap to Quickfall and Gambit.
Gambit's actually getting quite close to Quickfall now.
He's in the top 4 hero within 9.4 seconds, so if it ends like this, feeling will drop down to P4. Name just sits at 47.7. He is scaring feelings at the moment.
Yeah, basically doing quality laps out, yeah.
Most speakers left the session. I hope I haven't added as a friend. I'm gonna send him an invite back. Feeling you is just managing his battery every lap quite well. And it's keeping his pace up quite good enough at least for the time being. But it still will not be enough to do anything about name chef.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, update. Ghost Freak's Wi-Fi is just crashed. As a Vision gets a 3-second penalty.
People are racking up the penalties now.
Yeah. So 10-second penalty for being ill, 3 seconds for VDK, Buddhism Road, Vision, Warrior, Warrack, Smooth, a 6-second for Diego, and a 6-second for O. Name Chef this past couple laps has not really been catching all that much. I think he's just been using too much of his battery and just been slowing down his average pace.
I did see on the back straight he drained his battery to like minus 10% basically. It was red. Maybe he's so desperate to catch up that not doing proper management actually costing him some time.
For him, I think at this point it's just more about he needs to just make sure he stays in that 10 seconds. That's all he needs.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be pushing it, he doesn't need to be ruining his pace, he doesn't need to be making mistakes. He just needs to stay in 10 seconds.
At this point, Gambit will also be taking P2. Because he's also within that 10-second window. Where he was, or is, close to it. He's going in and out of it. But he seems to be in it for now.
Soja's got a 3-second penalty.
Penalty City.
The first fight against Dunks or Hughes with the Williams.
We have Mr. Warrack flying off the track again after being overtaken by somebody.
Gambit is just barely keeping himself within the 10 seconds here.
Yeah, he's in and out of it. And his tires are not too fresh, so
yeah,
it's going to be close.
The oldest tires out of the entire field.
Another, oh no!
3-second penalty.
Oh no!
That's not good. That puts him behind Quickfall again, and almost puts him into the clutches of Daddy Harry.
That really sucks.
In his fight to just try to keep P2, he might have just lost the podium in total.
He's been driving well tonight though, he's been putting on quite a show for us, and now to see him maybe drop to P5.
His top 3 have been quite fun to watch. And very difficult to watch too. Every time I looked away from my screen, one of them hit each other.
Yeah. What's happening at the back? That's Ohm again slowing down people.
Ohm is just begging for this race to finish as quickly as it can.
Well, kudos to him for not retiring.
He saw what happens when you retire. I think he knows it's not worth it. One bad race stage shouldn't mean you should disqualify yourself from another.
Yeah, definitely. I would rather use the rest of the race, just fix your car and just try some new things, do some practice, work on your battery management, do whatever.
Someone who definitely needs to work on battery management is named Chef.
Yeah.
He just never has enough battery for the most important parts of the track.
Oh no, Hughes goes off track. It's back on again, nothing big, but I was busy watching him getting close to the guy ahead and messed up his braking zone.
Hughes was also the Williams, I believe, that spun in the first chicane after the Camel Straight.
Indeed.
So I'm actually quite impressed with him to still be in the top 7 here.
I'm so confused with Warrior's pace in this race. Just P14
Warrior's
still.
been struggling this entire time.
The highest I've seen him is P10.
To watch. Quickfall is 14 seconds behind Feeling You. Feeling You should still finish on the podium here, thankfully. As we got into the penultimate lap, Feeling You leading the race, but with a 13-second penalty to Name Chef 6 seconds behind, and Gambit ZA 10 seconds behind him. And Quickfall is just teetering underneath the 13-second mark to make it onto the podium. But it does seem as well that all the guys on the medium tires at the moment just don't have that pace advantage that they were hoping for to fight against the hard tires.
Yeah, some guys even went for the softs, like Ghost Freak and Warrior.
I believe Ghost Freak was because he got disconnected and the AI boxed him onto softs.
Oh, it sucks.
I did try sending him invites, but he's getting a reoccurring error, so he's opted out of the end of the race.
Well, that's frustrating, man. You try rejoin, your internet's just like, no. Oh, do I see rain? Is that raindrops? Yes.
Oh yeah, very slight. A bit too late, sadly. I think it would have been very interesting for early on, and there was... That was the front wing of Zanos on the back straight that Felix Iljic drove past. I wonder if maybe the rain is just strong enough that it's maybe affecting the slick tires just enough to cause potential spin. And it definitely seems to be slowing down Feeling You a lot. I mean, Gambit is now 9 seconds behind.
Leonard Sky on Inters on the last lap. Wonder if that was on purpose or if it's also... Is he connected? I think so.
I believe he is.
Why would he be on Inters for the last lap?
I mean, when you're all the way at the bottom, there's not much else you can truly do.
Yeah, I guess.
So he could just be going into the Inters for the fun of it.
Oh, penalties everywhere.
As Nemesis is going into the box. Nemesis is in the pit lane. Interesting. Why is on that?
Oh, he's also going for Inters.
Why? It's the last lap. For him, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, he's fighting for the points there, isn't he? In P12 or P13,
So strange.
Interesting. What's very interesting to see as well is that Gambit ZA is within a second of Name Chef at the moment. Name Chef has just absolutely dropped off ever since it started raining.
I'm guessing it might feel a bit slippy out there with these old slicks.
Yeah, especially the mediums, they grade quite fast, but Name Chef should be fine here. I don't think Gambit has enough to overtake him here for the win of the race. Feeling you now leaves the bus stop chicane to cross over the line in P1, but with the 13-second penalty, he will drop behind Names Jeff and Gambit ZA to finish third in the race. So your actual race winner is Names Jeff, who made up 3 positions to win the race.
Daddy Gary coming fourth.
Gambit and Feeling You, even though after all of their problems today, had finished in the exact same positions that they qualified.
Feelings will be happy to still retain his podium. And that's some good points for Mercedes.
Today should have been a very easy win for him.
Yeah, but getting third with 13 seconds of penalties is not too shabby. So it's at least not completely lost. But yeah, he will probably be quite upset with not getting the win.
Nemesis are closer to crossing the line in 14. I mean, talk about bad luck for a race.
Hopefully next week our pole sitter does not fall down from the top step.
Yeah, let's hope.
Feelings. I had such a bad race.
I don't want to commentate a race like that again.
We have Mr. Feelings in the chat. Such a bad race. Well, you were doing well. If it wasn't for those penalties, you put up quite a show. So yeah, we enjoyed watching you. At least you third. You didn't lose out too much. All those penalties you racked up. There you go. Nightmare of a race. Well, at least you made it fun for us to watch. Didn't say ooh enough. Yeah, I try not to, you know. Just feeling ooh. Well done on your third.
Ferrari really showing some dominance here at the post race.
Yo. Name Chef, TDBK. And Nemesis. Cleanest driver.
Well, top 5. Name Chef to Gambit to Feeling to Dedicati to Renando. Where did Renando come from? He just came out of nowhere and finished P5 after starting P12.
Yeah, he really did well, actually. Snuck in there. Yeah, he even finished ahead of Quickfall.
I'm also insanely impressed with VDK to come from P16 to P8. And also, I believe he was holding up Feeling You just a bit as well to try to help out Gambit as much as he could.
I'm also impressed with Ohm for not retiring.
Yeah, thankfully he didn't retire.
I'll give him the wooden spoon for this race.
Thankfully no one retired. Technically. Quickfall just got disconnected. Not Quickfall,
yeah.
Ghost Street. And we did sadly miss out on another racer tonight in D-Bob. I believe he was also having internet issues.
Oh. Oh, cool. That was race 2. Right, thanks everyone for joining, for watching, for chatting to us. We hope to see you again next week for round 3. Can you remember what we're doing next week after Spa?
I do not.
Let me check quick.
We have Hungary.
Hungary, awesome.
That should bring back some very bad memories for us too. With your DNF and me finishing last with a puncture.
Yeah, don't remind me. But yeah, hopefully this year or this season, I mean this year's iteration of cars, brings me new luck or something.
I'm hoping the same for you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you next week for Hungary. And yeah, have a nice evening. Thanks, Kellogg's, for joining. Yeah, cheers, guys.